everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Cano. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Penn State's offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got it in the middle. It's Cano. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Hoosiers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Takes the easy one to the back.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Hunt is on its way. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires to the big fella. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 14 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Meredith. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, you know, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. On the move. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position, making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Oh, just plowing ahead. The 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 25 to New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
These corners backing off a bit. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the ground, it's Alexander. Got the first down and more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. On the move at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bridges. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Meriden. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They want to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play?
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
But one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out. Still running strong.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big 10 action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. And they swarm him under.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver going in motion. And the quick shuffle pass. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. about to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.